Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's get into the Word of God. Let's go to the book of Matthew again. We're going to continue on to Matthew chapter 5, this time looking at verse number 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. This is a very, very important verse and an important message from the Lord. Notice it says that blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, right? Something very, very specific. Not hunger and thirst after wealth, not hunger and thirst after power or fame or even food. Because, let's be honest, when I'm thirsty, I want a boba tea, right? I don't exactly think of, a good dose of righteousness will quench my thirst. Our flesh is very, very different from our spirit, the Spirit of God, right? Sometimes contrary to one another. So God is saying here, you want to be blessed. Another way you can be blessed is hunger and thirst after righteousness. The world loves to hunger and thirst after really three main things I found that the world loves to hunger and thirst after and just vehemently pursue. And that is wealth, power, and fame. And usually it's even in that order. Right, wealth, power, and fame. Everybody wants to be rich. That's what the world, that's like their focal point is make as much money as you can. And then once you're rich, everybody loves to have some power, some authority, some more and more control over things. And then once they've established the wealth and the power, then the vanity begins to set in, and they like the fame aspect. They like to be known. They want to be a legend. They want statues built after them. They want to be remembered, especially as they're getting close to death. It happened to, what's his name? J.P. Morgan and J.D. Rockefeller, two of the wealthiest men at that time, and just very, very greedy, power-hungry men. But then once they got old and they were approaching death, they started competing with each other on who can give away the most money, as a philanthropist anyway. And, that's, you see that even right now with the wealthy, Bill Gates and all that, trying to build a name for himself now. He had the wealth, he had the power, a very influential guy. Now he just wants the fame. He wants people to think of him as some hero, as some, and that's just the way the world thinks. The world pursues these things, but God says, no, I don't want you to be hungry and thirsty for those things like everybody else. As my child, I want you to hunger and thirst after righteousness. And then what's the promise here? Look at the promise. Does it say, blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be rich? No. But look at this incredible promise. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. It sounds so simple, but if you really meditate on that, it is absolutely profound, because the world is never filled. What they seek after, the wealth and the power and the fame, it's never enough. Never. Look at how many celebrities are into depression, taking drugs for anxiety, committing suicide, killing themselves. And just, it's never enough. Never enough. Because they're never filled. When you pursue the things that the world is obsessed over, it'll never be enough and you will never be filled. But if you do it God's way and you hunger and thirst after righteousness, you will be filled. You will know what it's like to live a life of contentment. You will be content. You will have peace. You will be filled. What an incredible promise. So let's go out there and as Christians, as followers of God, as children of the Almighty, let us hunger and thirst after righteousness. Thank you so much for joining me today. God bless you. Have a wonderful Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.